Hi. Um, I am going to be producing and creating some content for you guys, for the photographers that follow me in this time of need, I guess. We're not going to be able to create as much as we want, but I don't want it to stop us from planning and using our initiative and our capacity to still be able to create even in like circumstances that we can't control. So I wanted to just give a bit of hope and a bit of guidance and some reassurance for my first video and answer a question or two that you guys have asked me, just so that we can keep our spirits high. And I want you guys to know that I'm in the same position as you. My bookings were cancelled. I'm not going to be working until I guess the world says I can work, which is crazy to me. But I think this whole thing has really changed my life. I can't even explain it. It's for another video. I feel so enlightened, and I truly feel like an artist in this moment, because things have been taken away from me and they've been taken away from all of us. So it really just proves like who we are, who we really are, like when we're alone and when we can't actually go out and create and be around people and potentially be the people that we truly aren't, if that makes sense. And now it's time to really focus on ourselves and see like what we actually want to create and what we like. I really hope the wind isn't fucking all of this up. So yeah, I am a photographer. Just for those of you who don't know me, I'm a photographer. I've been taking photos now for 3 years. The older I get, the less I want to call myself a photographer. I like artist. I'm a writer. I love music. I think that there's so many things I haven't even dived into yet. I don't know who I am yet. I've only been on this earth for 23 years. We shouldn't really know who we are, truly. I love to act. I love to be in front of the camera. I love so many things to do with art. I just simply like to express. And photography happens to be the one thing that allows me to make a lot of money. So that's my main career path. I just want to put that out there. I also want to make movies, and that's something that I think will come later in my life. But that's me, and I run workshops in London once a month for creatives. Unfortunately, I had to cancel my last one because I'm in LA and I'm stuck here and I can't make it into London, and obviously everything's on lockdown, so I wouldn't have been able to do my workshop anyway. So I guess I wanted to make these videos to just have you guys sit there and maybe eat some food and like watch me talk and maybe get inspired. Like, I want to inspire people, and if I can't do it face to face, which is what I'm so used to doing, then I'm so blessed enough to be existing in a world where there is technology and I can reach people through this. So I am going to speak a bit about me as a photographer and how it kind of started in like my journey, and just a bit of my obstacles, I guess, when I was starting. I'm not going to speak about me now because it's been 3 years of real hard work in terms of photography, so I'm going to start from the beginning. I didn't know photography was going to be in my future. I simply was told to start taking photos by someone, and I guess I got introduced to someone who really believed in me and allowed me to produce some videos, some fashion videos for models that were getting signed and needed content. I would be the girl that would come with my camera and film pointless footage of girls being cute and attractive, and I'd chop it up together, I would edit it, and I would make a video so that they would send to their agency, and I could also put my work out there. And I guess this is when I truly started like Instagram properly as a videographer. So that's how I started. I wanted to make videos. I wanted to make short films. I enjoyed it. I really did. I really, really did enjoy it. And then it got to a point, a couple months in, I was just like, I don't think I want to make videos of people being cute in front of a camera and like just being attractive women. Like, that's not what a woman is to me. And I guess with my frustration and my like, oh, what shall I do? Do I make the movie? Like, I've always been so scared to make that first film. So I never did. And the guy who was mentoring me at the time told me to go and take some photos because he believed that I had a really good eye. And I was like, I don't want to take photos. Like, that shit's so easy. I'd rather make videos. Like, that shit's fucking cool. And I took photos and it was insane and I loved it. And I remember my first photo shoot, it was with my old friend Pippa. Pippa, hello. Pippa? Oh my god, no. Piper. Piper. I shot Piper in Five Guys and I fell in love with it. And I was like, wow, like, I have an eye for this shit. Like, I didn't go to school. I didn't learn about it. I didn't know anything about photography. I didn't even know what ISO was or anything when I started. I simply just like, I love technology. I was a gamer. I'm a games girl. I'm a tomboy and I'm good with computers. I'm good with like software, and I guess a camera was just easy to me. Everything technology wise comes very easy to me, thankfully. So I shot her in Five Guys and it was so dope. It was sick. I was getting these photos that I wanted to be in them. Like, I wanted to be her, you know? And I love taking photos of burgers and food and like a model eating shit food and having like contradictions. I like contradicting. I'm a very up and down human being. I feel something one day and then something completely different the other. And I think that shows in my photos. I'm getting so emotional because I love it so much. But, yeah. Wow. I remember taking those photos and I knew exactly who I was going to be. And I knew that I was on the right path, and I knew I had an eye, and my editing just came to me. I have a vision of gold. I have a vision of red. I have this Hollywood Tarantino vision ever since I was a kid. And it just happened, and I didn't have to learn much. It just truly happened. And then I shot every single day, always. I had a 9 to 5, so I worked in retail since I was 16, since you were legally able to work. I've been a very just hardworking person, I guess, thanks to my mother. So whenever I didn't work in retail, I would spend my days in London and I would use social media to reach out to people. So this is one thing that I want to say to help you guys is social media was a big tool in my success and my progress as a photographer. Also allowing myself to have a personality. I put my face out there as well as my photography work. I put my holiday photos, I put my culture, I put my views out there because I don't think just being a photographer is enough. I think what led people to want to work with me was that I was such an open-minded, loving individual. So when I shot with Piper, I then shot with her friend. I then shot with the person who saw the photos that I posted of Piper. And then because Piper enjoyed me so much, maybe she told her friend. And then I met Ocean, and then I shot Ocean. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I gave people so much love, and I was truly myself. So word of mouth went about, and then I started gaining a community of people that wanted to work with Hannah. And it was because I already had my own vision and my own way of shooting. And my own way of shooting was just with love and with passion, and that's what separated me from so many people. I wouldn't even say I'm the most talented photographer at all. Like, there's so many people that can do so many things. But I like the simplicity, and I like the subjects, like the people I choose to shoot, how the actual shoot goes, like how the actual like photo shoot is between me and my muse. The love that we share is what separates me from people. I think that's how I've gotten to where I am now, is just simply by having that heart and that soul, and it shows through my work and it shows through my writing. And when I send a photo, when I post a photo, it's just way more than that for me. It's I just want to get someone, you know. I want to make sure I'm reaching you, and I want to make sure that you know that shit's not all 100%, and it's not all happy. And actually I'm like a very sad, you know, emotional 23-year-old who just like is in her feelings a lot. And photography really does help me. When I'm taking photos of someone, I'm just thinking of that, and I'm thinking of how I can make it better, and I'm just doing all sorts of angles, and I'm so like concerned about my muse almost more than the photos that I'm getting. I'm always making sure they're okay and they're feeling good. And yeah, social media is a big tool. I get loads of questions on like, how do you get the models you shoot? And simply create a body of work and create a reputation for yourself, and then all will come. If you put in that work and you go and you reach, because I had a lot of no's. I've still got DMs from like 2017 that people haven't responded to, and it's okay. And I get a good feeling from knowing that one day these people that like ignored me or just said no will one day regret it, because I'm so sure of my path. I'm so sure of it. I'm so sure that I will get absolutely everything I want, God willing, like if we can actually start living soon. But yeah, that's the question I get a lot, is I think take a couple of photos and sit there, and I YouTubed everything I wanted to learn when it came to Photoshop. So if I wanted to make my photo look like something, I simply went on YouTube and I asked it. We're so blessed to be able to have the internet right now. It's free education. It's people giving you free advice. It's beautiful. It's amazing. So like, use it. I want to say another thing, like, it really helps to not be lazy. It really helps to not be lazy. It helps to like sit up straight, get up and have your laptop in front of you, or have your notepad and pencil, and write down exactly who you want to be, what kind of photographer you want to be. And if you're someone that is unlike me and you didn't know your vision and you didn't know what you wanted, try out different things. It's a great thing to be able to look at old photographers, like existing photographers that have already made it and had their own style, and see what they did and what can you do that's almost similar but different. And the one thing that you have is your mind, because no one else has that. Your soul, like your being underneath this like body. You have a being, you exist, you have a soul. Like, what's different with you than me? What will make you as successful as me, or as successful as all these other photographers that are doing bits, you know? Like, I'm still not there yet. I'm still at that, like, I'm still hustling right now. With me though, I don't like to look at other people's success. I don't really get inspired by many photographers. My inspiration comes from other things that just aren't to do with photography, and I think that's what separates me. And I use my own feelings and my own life as my own inspiration. So yeah, I think starting with a clear vision of who you want to be is really important. And for those of you where it's just a hobby and you're not doing this full time, like, it's the best bit. It's the best part when it's just a hobby. It's dope when you're just learning how to take photos. So take your time with it and don't rush. And please make sure your photos are clear and that they're nice to look at. Wow. Fucking bikes are so sexy. Oof. It's really important that the people that take photos make sure that it's really pleasing to the eye. I see so many photographers, I'm just like, why have you done this? Like, this isn't really nice to look at. So just make sure like you're shooting on RAW. I will go into this in way more detail. Like, I just want to make sure you guys know the main, look at the sun, that you guys just know like the main start out points. Just being a photographer, photography, like, we're essentially capturing moments that will not exist again. And that's why I love it so much, is because like we're capturing this so that we can maybe look back at it and feel that feeling, and it's not actually forgotten, and it's not just a memory, like it exists in front of us still. And I think that's beautiful when it comes to like just even filming and making movies and like capturing moments and music videos and music and writing and dating stuff. And you know, it's like that moment was then and it's not going to exist anymore, but if we make art out of it, it does. So just think like, what do you want to look at in the future? Like, make sure it looks nice, make sure your photo's clear, make sure your intentions are clear, as well as the actual photo. Light is so important. But yeah, I'm gonna go into all of that in another video. I just wanted to kind of introduce this. It's just gonna be a really chill, like at home, me speaking to you. For the next one, I'm going to be answering questions that you guys have asked me, but in way more detail. So maybe 2 questions per video. And I want you guys to sip your tea, have some food, just acknowledge me speaking to you. And I want to basically have a body of work and content that you can all go and look at when you're feeling stuck, and just for inspiration, because I am living proof of someone who didn't go to school, who didn't get help, who met everyone I've met in my life through hard work and through dedication. I put in the time, I've put in thousands of hours just manifesting and working hard and being a good person, and I'm living proof that if you want it, you can have it. I never thought I would be sat here in LA calling it my second home, and I am. So I'm so blessed, and I want to say again for the 3rd time, I am living proof that you can do absolutely anything you want. And if you want to be that photographer, you can. Listen to my advice. I started not knowing how to work a camera, and now I'm shooting for big brands and making a living out of my passion, my hobby. So like, I'm not just talking shit. Like, I'm young and I have so much to learn, but I will simply tell you guys everything I know, because that's what makes me happy. So 18 minutes. I think there'll be 20 minutes each of these videos, and this is just my introduction. And I really hope that this alone has encouraged you guys to maybe go and plan and go on YouTube and start a document and visually see your journey. I like having things in front of me. So yes, step 1, figure out who you want to be and how you want to do it. And in the next video, I will speak more about lighting, my camera, my concepts, and what's next, and a bunch of other questions you guys have asked. So thank you so much, and we're going to be okay. And this is almost a blessing and a big wake-up call, and I pray for everyone, and I hope everyone's families are safe, and I'm sending all my love. So thank you so much for supporting me. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna cry. But yeah, goodbye everyone.